All right, guys, so the initial injury report for this Week 13 game where the 4-8 Green Bay Packers head to Chicago to take on the 3-9 Bears. So let's break down this injury report. If you are a new viewer here and want more Packers news, analysis, and updates such as injury reports every single week like this one, please consider going down and hitting that subscribe button. All right, so without further ado, let's bring up the injury report. And at the top, we see David Bakhtiari. This is nothing new here with the knee injury. He did not participate on Wednesday. This is typical. Usually has at least one rest day from practice per week, and he has been playing fully through all games in the last few games, so nothing really to talk about here. Then we see Chris Barnes, hand injury. He is a full participant. He played in last game, so he should be good to go against the Bears here. We see Campbell. We saw him limited participant last Friday, the first time he returned to practice. He was still out against the Eagles. Limited again here Wednesday, so it is trending in the right direction for Campbell finally returning at starting inside linebacker, potentially here against the Bears. Then we see A.J. Dillon with a quadricep injury. I believe he got hurt the first throw Jordan Love made to him in the flat where he broke a couple tackles. I believe that's the play he got hurt, but that injury is making him limited in Wednesday's participation for practice. So it doesn't seem like that's anything too significant, and he should be ready to go against the Bears. Romeo Doubs, this is big news, guys, has returned to practice with that high ankle sprain. This would have been the fourth game missed if you don't count the Lions game he went out of on the first play. And the Packers never placed him on IR, which would have left him out of 4 games anyways, so it kind of matches up with the timetable from him not being placed on IR for him to potentially return this week. This would be a big boost for the Packers to get Romeo Doubs back in this offense with the emergence of Christian Watson. Adding Romeo Doubs, who showed a lot of flashes earlier this year, into that mix, I think could really, boost their wide receiver room that hasn't been that great this year. There's been flashes here and there. They finally are starting to get that deep threat that they, drafted in Christian Watson, so adding Romeo Doubs back in the mix would be huge. Then we see Rudy Ford, full participant. Rudy Ford has really stepped up to the plate, and I do believe he will be, the starting safety next to Adrian Amos for the rest of the year. Then we see Shamar Jean-Charles, who is also a full participant with his ankle injury. He's been limited for a while, hasn't really played. Finally, a full participant in practice. Elton Jenkins, knee injury, did not participate. I would assume this is exactly the same as David Bakhtiari, as it's been for the past few weeks, giving both of these guys their rest days as needed. Aaron Jones still with the shin/glute injury, limited participation. He looked fine against the Eagles in terms of shin/glute injury, so I would assume it would be the same this week. Give him a little bit of rest, some limited participation, probably a full practice on Thursday or Friday, and he'll be good to go against the Bears. Aaron Rodgers, it is classified as a rib injury. Obviously, we saw him leave against the Eagles with what was considered an oblique injury. It is classified as a rib injury. He did not participate today with the rib and right thumb injury. He hasn't been really practicing most Wednesdays for the past few weeks, so not a real surprise here. He'll likely be limited or full both Thursday and Friday. He did state that he does plan to play against the Bears, so we will not see Jordan Love just yet. I believe Aaron Rodgers will play until the Green Bay Packers are officially mathematically ruled out of the playoffs. Then he'll be placed on IR. I guess that's what's going to happen when and if the Packers are mathematically, removed from playoff contention. Then we'll see Jordan Love for the rest of the year, but we're not going to see it this week. I do believe it's going to be Aaron Rodgers. Then finally, we see Darnell Savage with the foot injury. He checked out of that Eagles game really early. He did not participate in Wednesday's practice, and they really only had Darnell Savage checking in as the dime backer against the Eagles, so he was really seeing limited snaps to begin with. So not a crazy loss here. Really, really rough year for Darnell Savage, a year that I thought, he would turn it around. I'm a huge Darnell Savage guy. He grew up right around for where I'm from, so I want the best for this guy, but he has not had a good year. Hopefully he's all good, and that foot injury, isn't anything too significant. He's good to go, and as a potential depth guy, but at this point, I think it's Rudy Ford's spot at safety, and I think a lot of us would agree. Also, guys, today is the last day to enter for this Aaron Jones signed authentic NFL jersey. So the winner will be announced tomorrow, so this is your last day to enter for this. In order to do so, if you haven't already, head to pristineauction.com, register on their website using my code BASS, B-A-S. You register, it's completely free. You also receive a free $10 voucher on your account, but it's completely free to sign up for and enter in this giveaway. And as I said, this is the last day to enter for this item. I'll have a new item next month, of course, but this is the last day to enter for the Aaron Jones jersey. But that about does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, but I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.